I wrote an episode of The Office in the second season. There was the Christmas episode, and the premise was they were doing a Yankee swap, or sorry, they were doing a Secret Santa, and then Michael didn't like the gift he got, so in the middle of it, he changed it to a Yankee swap so that he could get some other gift. Right? I had to do this thing, which was I had to figure out what everyone in the office bought for everyone else. When I was writing it, I did an actual drawing. I put all the characters' names into a hat when in my house that I lived in, and I just drew them. So Angela, I drew, oh, she has, Creed or whatever. And then I pick out Oscar, and Oscar has Stanley or whatever. A couple things. One of them is when I drew for Kevin, I got Kevin, and that ended up going into the script. I was like, oh, that's perfect. He got his own name and then decided to just buy himself something. One of the things is someone had a gift for Angela, and the gift that I wrote into the script was that it was a sort of vaguely Christian sort of self-help book. What we knew of her early in the show is that she was a little prim, a little proper, and she was religious. Greg was like, no, we got to change that. And I was like, why? I feel it's not a part of the story at all. It was a passing reference. Or it was barely mentioned. And he was like, well, look, we already know that Angela goes to church. We already know that. So this gift isn't giving us any new insight into the character. This is an opportunity, even if it's 3 seconds of screen time, to say something new about who Angela is. So let's figure out something else. And I was annoyed because I'd done all this work and all this sort of extra research in my own writing process in order to be able to write this episode. But we talked about it for like an hour, because when you work for Greg, you talk about everything for an hour. Someone pitched, it wasn't me, someone pitched that maybe Angela is really into those posters where babies are dressed up like humans, that kind of particular kind of image. Somehow or another, we didn't even maybe articulate why. It was like, oh God, that's perfect. Of course she would be into that stuff. So we changed it to a poster of babies dressed up like adults, with like one of them is playing the saxophone with sunglasses on or whatever. And it's so much better than just a dumb book that doesn't give you any new information about the character. And also, that poster was hanged on the wall near where Angela sits. And later we did a whole episode that was based around Oscar being annoyed by it and thinking it was kitschy and inhuman to dress babies like adults. And they had an HR dispute, and Michael had to step in, and then Oscar ended up wearing the poster as a shirt. I just remember thinking, like, God, 1 hour of work, which at the time seemed completely unnecessary, if it's in service of something really specific and character related, and it's in the service of broadening the audience's understanding of a character, what an incredible payout we got on that 1 hour of work. Like, we not only got a better joke for that episode, which is worth it by itself, we got an entire other episode that hinged on that one gift.